Welcome to the cradle of quarterbacks, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana, home to the Purdue Boilermakers, where the black and gold hoping to boil her up in this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Boilermakers will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Trojans will have some work to do after that short return. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
The give out of the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Johnson looking to throw. Makes a man miss. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for? Unleashes one deep. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty, and the touchdown will count. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Boilermakers offense will take the field for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterbacks standing up straight.
We'll see if they can dig one up. It goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you're getting a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. A new set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They give it to him again. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Boilermakers want to move quickly. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously, in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Dorsey. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Getting some heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He'll call for the fair catch here. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. A strike downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Trojans.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Power football with the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You have to imagine the game plan in the 2nd half, being down. I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Makes the grab. It's Dorsey. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Boilermakers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Johnson wants to throw it. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man in the middle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Trying to impose their will with the run. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
It's a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Tackled, but he has a first down. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 21 over San Jose State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. To give as they work on that clock. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Hands it off. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll test the right side. At the 20, he's got space. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll throw it on first down. And that ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
And then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they